powered by Glacier. Artbeat Caribbean, yeah. Powered by Glacier. Where we listen to creator stories. It's creators on creators.
But that's just an
Lights.
Oh, you rolling? Okay. We are
Camera.
rolling. Action.
Hi.
How you doing, girl?
I'm good. I'm so excited to be here.
Cheers to this new, what is it, week,
Yes.
day?
A month is almost here, the new month. I'm excited to be here with you.
Me too.
I have watched you. I have watched you for such a long time. I've always been so proud of you. So I'm excited to be sitting here with you.
Same here, and you are an inspiration.
Aww.
And I've watched you. I don't want to say my age, but I've watched you.
Girl, it can't be higher than mine. So please, I'm not saying my age either.
Yes,
So it's
but
okay.
I've watched you done a lot of things for the community,
Aww.
and I've watched you growing up.
Girl.
And you are an inspiration. You're an icon.
Oh, that's so
Yes,
sweet. Okay, no,
yes.
that's not what we're doing.
We're doing this.
Today is about just talking. We're just having a conversation.
A conversation.
We're chill, relaxed. There's no script. It's just you and me.
Yes.
We're not even gonna act like anybody's watching.
We're not. So let's start this conversation.
Yes, ma'am.
Where do you want to go?
Let's start at the beginning, right?
Yes.
I think that the Haitian community is like this small. I know a lot of people think it's huge. It's like the HMI, which I hate to call it, but it is the HMI. That's where we work. That's what we do. What made you say one day, m'a levé et puis par contre ça me va faire jodi hein. M'le travailler avec musique haïtienne. Did that happen or was it progressive? How did that happen?
For me, it was progressive.
Yeah.
I like to write. So I started doing PR. So I was the one writing the letters, reading the contracts. So my background is in paralegal.
Oh, wow. That's perfect.
Perfect. So I was working at the public defender's office at that time for a long time, translating. And then I started just writing emails for these artists. And they would have contract, and I would review the contract, different clause. I'll go in and add the different clause here
And you
there.
see, oh God.
What are they signing?
Exactement,
Yes, they're not protecting themselves and things like that. And then actually, this is even how I started with the current artist I even manage, Becky.
There you go, Becky.
Yeah. Yes. Just started writing for
Congratulations to
Thank
his.
you.
I feel like, I think people don't understand que équipe que gen bon côté ou là super important. C'est pas artiste là seulement. C'est pas comme si musique là seulement. It has to do with your team, the core foundation of who you are, and him collecting these people and putting you guys together, and you having this background.
Yes,
it's the perfect.
It's beautiful. Yes, beautiful.
Yeah.
And the team is very good. They like you said, progressive.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of started from the bottom.
Yeah.
And then the whole team, Blake, as you know.
Yeah.
I think you've worked with him.
Yeah, Blake said.
Yes. Yes. Blake with him almost everything I know.
Honey, people, you know, there's so many people in this industry that are background people that people might not.
You'll never
We're going
know.
to talk about Blake right here, right now, and people be like,
Yes.
"Qui Blake la?"
You don't have to look him up.
RKM Records.
Yes.
But listen, I've known Blake for decades, actually.
Yes.
That's one of the things that's beautiful about this industry is that c'est presque même moun yo. Nous toujours fait la vie one day, but like veterans and the newbies can always come together pour connecter.
And there's always this myth about rap and the Afro, the R&B, the compa. And I know with you, Uba en pile chance. Like you literally opened the doors to a lot of these rappers. What do you think was that one thing that gave you that nudge? You was like, let me give them a chance.
I think c'est société. I think it's the times, right? Let's talk about an artist like Baki. I call it social rap, right? Conscious rap. Like rap that has a message.
Puissant, chargé l'ambition. Qui est-ce qui a campé devant yon peuple comme mission? Ah ou, depuis nan antiquité, pour peuple ça te libéré, c'était nan unité. Les nous
On a
mettez
parlé
tête
de un bagay qui comme si just qui pas dit rien, gon message dans musique là. Depuis wap gen un message et puis it's not just not bamboche. I think it's important. Et puis Dans culture ça, you have to study your community. Ça public lan vle, public lan grand gon bagay, faut bal manger. So when even in the compa festival, it's the Haitian compa festival. For us to have something like a rap creole festival or a little rap creole thing, it was hard for the public to be like, oh, m'pa comprendre, pour qui ça n'a pas ajouté ceci. You know, listen, a name is a name, but culture, faut nous progresser, gain évolution, c'est important. So we can't close the door. We have to keep all doors open. Honey, we have to keep windows open, doors open, little dog traps open, whatever. Depuis qu'on dit tout, quittez haïtien rentrer s'il vous plaît, because we need it. You know what I mean?
So how was it the very first time that there was a hip hop or unzi rap artist qui make to that stage?
I think it was amazing.
The public received it?
You cannot have a music festival without all genres, right? We tried that for years, and we realized that things are, you know, you have rap or die. There's so many different genres. Même si carnaval, people were like, why do you have kasav? Why do you have tabu combo? Why do you have... It's like, guys, we just want to promote Haitian music. And we have a motto that we say all the time. We do it for the culture. We don't do it for the compa, right? Compa is super important. It's the foundation of Haitian music, great. But we can have that argument all day long, right? We can have that argument all day long. But it's for the culture that we do this. The Haitian Compa Festival, this is not just a conversation about the Haitian Compa Festival.
Of course not.
But
we're talking about music.
Yeah, we're talking about music in general. We were able to put a platform larger than anything, get people in the Miami Herald, get on Channel 6, Channel 7, Channel 10. The Haitian culture got
did
on
that.
There, not just compa music. You know what I mean? So that's important. But I love that you said you started with a progression. I think a lot of people pas réaliser that it takes a lot of work, and then you sit back. This business for women, it is not fun.
It's not for the
When I
faint-hearted.
first started in this business, there was only 4 women. There was 4.
Only 4.
Only 4. It was Fabiola Léger. It was Alexa Louis that was doing PR. It was Tanya Guérin, who was Karimi's manager, and it was just Yalkal.
Wow.
That's it. That's it. There was nobody else. And I was just like, wait, why aren't women dominating? Like in any structure, business model, les femmes qui mettent devant. Parce que we're the most like organized, and we do all of these things that a lot of people don't want to do. So I think it's a beautiful thing when I see women in PR, women in media, women that are doing production, directors, women that are doing, you know, even managing or anything like that. And then forget women artists. I love that. Yeah.
And I think for us, people think that if a woman is the one in charge, we may be direct with emotions. And it's not always the case. And I think for women, we are much more structured, organized. We get things done.
Girl, we are in a community. Côté garçon, il y a émotion par ces femmes. Okay? Let's be honest.
Tell me about it.
What did I say when we sat down? I said we're going to have an honest conversation. Garçon, ça yo pi sensible, pi émotionnel, nous met fâché. It doesn't matter.
I agree.
I'm telling you the truth. Et nous comptons nous. It's okay. It's okay. C'est pour ça nous là pour nous caresser tout le monde and be like, it's okay.
And what I don't like sometimes, parce que nous c'est femmes, then they start labeling us. Oh, manager ça vraiment aggressive. Or manager ça lui-même, li pense c'est li qui this, li pense c'est li qui that, only because nous sommes women.
But you know what happens? C'est une insécurité la caille garçon haïtien que they don't like to take, you know, they don't like a woman to take charge.
Yes.
But what's funny is that they need a woman to take charge.
Yes, they do.
The only reason why they don't like taking instructions from women is because we don't play. I know how hard you work.
It is.
I know the type of woman that you are.
Thank you.
You're like don't play with me. Not only are you a don't play with me, but you know how to massage people.
I know how to finesse.
You know what I mean? Like, you know that with this person, se baton ki mache avec moun sa.
Yes.
Moun sa, se ti caresse, like, oh, kitty papi, I'm
Yeah.
gonna stroke your ego because that's what you need. With this person, it's like, no, mache droite ou pas mache at all. And I think that that's one of the things that men don't know how to do. We are able to balance that out.
Yeah.
And it's not a lie. It's proven.
And we do a lot of things. Like for someone like me, I'm a serial entrepreneur, juggling, different businesses.
I heard about one of the
You
businesses
know?
in Orlando.
Yes.
Sis. You have to talk about that, how you balance family life, Haitian music life, traveling, right?
Yes, I love to travel.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
When you have to travel with your artists, when you have to travel and make time for your family, you told me you're a mom as well.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Juggling all these businesses, you have to find time to delegate. You have to have a system.
Girl, that's so
So
hard
if you
for
don't
me.
have a system and put things on automation, you will drive yourself crazy.
Yeah.
I think for me early on, it was more about just focusing on doing it all, wearing the different hats. You doing the posting, you taking the pictures, you calling the customers back, you de-escalating,
Contrôle.
you doing the orders, what control everything.
Tout bagay.
And you're gonna lose your mind.
You are.
And then thank God early on, I figured, I'm like, you know what? It's only one me. I have to delegate.
Yeah.
And then, I started believing on my team. So you have to trust people around you. I said, super believe on you, put delegate the work and know for a fact that it will be done. Then you're gonna lose your business, or you're gonna lose your mind. So my pride and joy is seeing everybody doing their part. Everybody just doing what they're supposed to be doing. The beauty supply, which is the only Black-owned beauty supply in Deltona, Florida.
Oh, wow. Really?
We are the only one. Yes, my sister.
And we know about hair. Look at yours,
Girl.
girl. And we know about makeup. Look at
Yes.
yours, girl.
Talking about
You know
makeup,
what I mean?
that's how I started.
Really?
My very first business, La Lune Cosmétique.
Oh.
And talking about structure, right? I was always like this professional. I gotta get things done a certain way. I went to school to be an esthetician.
Oh, wow.
Yes, girl. I'm an esthetician.
Honey.
Because I just didn't want to
Licensed and certified,
licensed
girl.
and certified
Yes.
and all. I had to learn it all. Because I didn't just want to put things on people's face and then reaction. I'm thinking about FDA. I'm
sensitive.
thinking getting sued. I'm thinking about liability. A lot of people don't do their business the way I do, But for
Droit.
me, mfel droit.
Droit.
Everything I have, mfel droit. So we started there. We did the cosmetic. We did skincare. Then we also did some for men. And then God had other plans for me. So it's still on pause. It's just like, I didn't stop it. It's still on pause because that's still the baby. And then I'm in the restaurant business.
Oh, wow.
I own one of the biggest restaurants in Orlando. It's been around for 30 years.
30 years?
30 years, girl. It's a staple. And another thing, people. So here's another thing, right? So people think they have to start a business from scratch.
No.
You don't have to.
Nowadays, girl, I saw
Just
this thing
buy
on TikTok
it.
where they're saying that there's a lot of elderly people. You see how you
They
said
just wanna give
there's
it away.
There's a business that's been here for 30 years, right?
30
You haven't
years.
owned it for 30 years.
Nope.
So what happens is they have all these baby boomers that are like in their 70s and 80s that are ready to retire and they don't have family, children.
They
Their
don't wanna
children
take
don't
it
want to
over.
do anything. And all of a sudden, they're like, we need to sell it.
It's the same same thing that
and
happened.
people don't understand that you
Yes.
can buy a business that's already profitable, that's already thriving, and just
Yes,
and
but
you can get a loan
It's
to
a
do it.
misconception.
Yeah.
They think that they have to build it from scratch. And that's one thing I did. And I was like, I'll never do it again. Because with La Lune Cosmétique, it took forever to take it off the ground. But then with the restaurant, listen, they already have the customers,
Yeah.
They already have the blueprint.
Yeah,
All
and the
you're doing
kitchen
is-
crew and the menu
All
and
of
everything
that.
else.
And you just walk in and then you change it, you make it yourself,
I
and
love
then
that.
you go. Yeah.
I love that.
So this is exactly what I think a lot of people should be doing.
Yeah.
What about you? What are you into
Honey
now these
child.
days?
I
I know you would do a
definitely-
lot of stuff.
I think I'm one of those people that are just like, let me see what I want to do next, right? I think I'm in a space now between I am not a serial entrepreneur. I don't have the time or actually the desire to do that. I think
It's
that
not
a lot
for
of people,
everyone.
No, I think a lot of people are born to do what they want to do, right?
Yes.
Some people, like my daughter's a teacher. I do not have patience for children or parents.
I couldn't.
So I'm like, she wants to work with special needs kids. That's beautiful. That's something that's in her. Me, I honestly am obsessed with my community. I'm just obsessed. Tell me something that the Haitian community needs, something that needs to be highlighted, something that needs to be bigger and better. Like that's what I'm going to focus on, because that's what I love.
Any new project?
Yeah. Right now, not anything I could talk about.
Okay.
Even though I want to talk
I
about,
know,
I want
right?
to ask you questions too
Me too.
that I can't ask you.
You can't. All these contracts we have to sign.
I don't understand why we got so private all of a sudden.
We do get private, but then they have to protect their own, and we
Not
gotta
only,
do what we do.
not only that, NDAs now are like a thing.
Yes.
I remember when I was just starting, I would go to a meeting with an NDA and I'd be like, listen, I'm here to protect you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking to me about an album, if you're talking to me about a show that you're doing, I want to protect you so you know that I cannot speak about it. And I also, if I share an idea, my intellectual property is mine. So I want, aí sente kon tim, pou ki sa wap bam kontra? Pou ki sa wap bam kontra se chita vin chita pou n'pale? And I'm like, just leave kontra pou ka wek.
Yeah, I'm actually looking out for you.
I'm just
you
trying
might
to
want to
protect
do
you.
that.
You know how many people I had to like get up and be like, all right, so I can't do business with you. Because it's, a lot of times people start businesses because they need the business. Me, I chose it because I wanted to do this. It wasn't something that I was just like, oh my God, I have to do it because I need the money or I have this. No, it was kind of like, actually, how can I upgrade this HMI?
Yeah.
What can I do for an artist so that if they do get a contract in the Antilles and they have to go to France and do an interview, how can I prepare them? When people would ask, like, do you have a biography? They would be like, a biography? Do you have a discography? What is that? Do you have a press kit? Do you have a media kit? Do you have? And they'd be like, oh my God, what is happening? That's how I started. Wow. Like we had sakafet.com.
I remember.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I love Sakafet.com.
So did I. That was my baby. Like Luna.
Yes, like
Luna's
cosmetics,
cosmetics,
right?
Sakafet was my baby, and I loved it. I had so much fun doing it. And little by little, when I would meet these artists, because I was interviewing them, they'd be like, hey, you wrote an article on Sakafet. Can you do that for us? Can we? And I was like, yeah, like this is what I do. I'm a writer. Like I could do that for you. And then I realized, like, oh my God, the first time I got called for a festival, I was like, you want me to do a festival?
That was huge.
Like how? What do you want me to do?
Work?
Yeah, how does that work? What do you need? And they're like, we just want to get in the newspaper. Back then, you see, I just told you my age.
It was big.
There's newspapers.
The Sakafet was, oh my God, it was that thing.
Yeah,
you
I loved
literally
it.
would get up, just on monteno.sakafet.com so you can
it.
get the latest. You were the shit room.
Literally. We really were.
You were the shit room.
If we knew back then what social media was going to become, it's one of those things where you're just like, you just don't know. If we knew back then, because that was just a hobby for us. It was literally just a hobby. We were having a good time. One day I was like, hey, we're all going to Carnaval. Why can't we put Carnaval live on Sakafet? And they're like, Carnaval from Port-au-Prince, live. That was literally like 3 o'clock in the morning.
And I used to watch those Carnival.
Chérie, they used to
and
have
we stay up all night.
We used to have carnival parties. People used to send us pictures and videos of them in like houses in New York, and there'd be 30 people watching on a screen, and we're like, people are literally watching. We went from 5,000 people to 10,000 people to shutting down. I mean, it was amazing. But you're just doing it.
That was the passion.
Yeah, it was just a passion. I was like, oh, Sakafet's my baby. Like, this is great. I love it.
And it was organic too. Yeah. You didn't have to run ads.
No, we didn't. We didn't have to run ads.
The only thing,
you know how we started getting popular? I had a friend that was friends with T-Vice. And I was like, hey, you guys have balls, right? Mm-hmm. If you say, go look at sakafet.com for pictures at the bal, people will come. And they'd be like, you want us to say Sakafet? Like, what do we get out of it? Yeah. And I was like, we'll do your website. He's like, a website? Por que você não on website? Wow. Because it was just starting. I'm talking about, this is 1999.
AOL time.
Okay, this is 1999.
Wow.
And it was just kind of like, so you do our website for free, and we'll say sakafet.com at every bal. And I was like, okay. So I would travel with them, take pictures on film, and then discs, and then put it on Sakafet. And then little by little.
You'd have to go online and look at the pictures.
Yeah,
and
little by little,
we see the different events.
Oh my God, I was at the bal. And then some people would be like, hey, where's the photo? Madam, we're about to go in the bal.
Getting them in trouble.
Wow. I don't know. First of all, I don't know how many divorces that got caused, but I know how many babies and weddings we caused, which is a blessing.
That
You
is
know
a
what I mean?
blessing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even my cousin found his wife on Sakafe.
On Sakafe.
Yeah. And they're still married. So
It's
it's a
beautiful
thing.
era.
I mean, I think that it's really great to see the evolution of Haitian music, the
Yes.
evolution of Haitian technology, the fact that people now can just jump on a live and be anywhere around the world, even Baki, to just be like,
Yes.
hey, this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going, this is where I'm gonna be, meet me here. I think technology is amazing. Even what we're doing right now.
Right?
Even what we're doing right now.
Even what we're doing right now.
Clear
Beautiful.
shot. You'll get that tweet, you'll get about that.
I'm loving this. And then this is different.
It is.
And
are you liking it?
I'm loving it because it's very authentic.
First of all, I would never tell anybody if I was married or divorced or not.
Okay.
But no, I'm not married.
You're not. We're not gonna talk about that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not married. That's fine.
You sure?
Yeah. I know you're married.
Yes.
Is that okay to talk about?
Yeah.
And we were talking about kids.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how it's kind of hard and it's a balanced life to have kids. I think that's one of the things in this community that a man could be like, yo, I'm going on tour. Et puis, li ka kite madame ni ak ti moun yo, et puis il fait ça le besoin faire because he's the money maker, so moun pa gade l douol.
Exactly.
But si on fi di, comme si, I used to go to the Compa Festival with 2 of my kids, like, because I was a single mom at the time, and they were like 3 and 6, and people would be like, and I'd be like, stay in the RV or come follow me. And people used to be, I would do interviews with them and I'd be like, okay, come on. So they grew up in this community. They grew up, people know their names and people are always like, oh my God, you know what I mean? How has that been, like a lot of times people will say, well, what is the worst thing that's ever happened? And I think Robinson asked me and I was like, I don't have worse things. Like I don't have bad things. In all honesty, I don't know if it's because I'm a God-fearing woman or because anything bad helps me find a solution and it turns it into a good thing.
I think for me, early on, and even my family will tell you, I do put a lot of trust in people. In what sense? You show me who you are first, and then later on, I'm going to believe you. And then
first time.
There you go. So I think for me, it was a lot of betrayal. I mean, lots of it. And I had to believe that, okay, whatever I have to protect it. So now I'm more have like the whole, I don't have my wall up, but I do have boundaries. You know? I don't allow just anybody now in my space. Because a lot of it, they do try to just to get in your space, just to get whatever it is that they need out of you. And then I also learned envy. It's not fun.
No.
When you are a friend with someone and they just say they envy what you have, they envy what you're doing, they envy anything, and then you don't even know. And here you are trying to pour into that person, and they have a whole different motive.
You know, it's crazy because I honestly, but here's the thing. I think it's because I have always been very sectioned off, meaning I have very strict boundaries. Pa gen yon moun nan HMI lan ki ka jam di ou, ke l vin la ka mwen, ke l kon, like, mba gen zanmi in the Haitian community, which is bad to say. I have a couple of good friends, but it's not because I met them in the Haitian community.
Girl, we talking about people you grew up with.
But family?
I'm not talking about the people that I just met.
Girl, I was like,
about
what?
people like, we were in church.
So...
People we grew up with.
Girl, not in church.
Oh, girl. People we grew up with. We were in church. That you try to, you know, bamedo. Yeah, not people. No, I think for if we talk about the HMI now, I'm very no. I think at my age now, it's kind of late now. For me getting new friends, I would say. I think I kind of where you belong. You know?
And that's it.
Yeah.
So the core people are the core people.
That's it.
I think
it's but I think it's hard because I mean, back on it, what's going on now? I think back then, it was much easier to make friends, you know?
No, it's different.
It's
social
very
media.
different. And then now it's just that everything is on social media. They're screenshotting whatever you said. They're calling this person. It's too much. And I've seen a lot on social media. And I'm like, oh, shit, shoot.
Pas même parler de AI. Kote moun ap pran voix, moun ap pran photo, and then they're making it seem like ou
It's
te
true.
di, ou te la, ou te
Yes.
fe. And you're like, that is not even me. When I tell you it's dangerous,
Let me tell you, speaking about AI, the evolution, AI baga evolution AI sa. Oh my God. Just the other day, mon monsieur qui on social media almost broke up with his wife parce que gon moun qui text li un vidéo que like literally li montre madame ni non store avec un autre moun ap marché main en main. And you could not
and
tell
it was
this
AI?
and it was AI.
And you could not tell the man.
You could not tell the difference.
Monsieur, ça pas très bien, madame ni.
You could not, but literally.
Ma believe.
Oh,
No,
mon
shit.
moun ap marché non store main en main. Et puis, something will pop off, you know?
That's
so
crazy.
it took a lot, but it's AI.
Yeah.
Mais AI la m'kwa ke gen bon la dan sou konnen sa ki jan pou utilize, but there's a lot of it too que you have to do a double take. It's dangerous.
Well, how do you think AI will affect, let's say you have an artist, right? That's one of your businesses, or even your businesses now. How do you think AI is going to affect that in the future, in the next 5 years?
So,
or honestly, the reason why I'm asking, as an artist, you saw the woman, the girl, I forgot her name.
Yeah, she
right?
has a whole album.
She's a whole album. And let me tell you,
she was
it's
charting
phenomenal.
too. Yeah,
it's phenomenal. Her music, her voice is amazing.
Yes.
But people are just like, wait, that's not really a real person.
Yeah.
And she's taking away from real people. And I'm like, okay, but welcome to the new world.
Yeah. For me in business, like currently right now in business, I'm already using AI. So for instance, for the restaurant business, we use it in a sense where there is AI built into your POS. Literally, it tells you, listen, on Tuesday, you made this amount and this was what was selling the most. You want to make sure you have
that
this
you do
item.
This all the time.
Yeah, so even you, lo fait inventory, lo fait order, you make sure that you have this one item because on Wednesday, they sell.
That's beautiful.
It's beautiful. And then the ones that are not selling, it helps you also in a way that, you know, okay, if this item is not selling, on Thursday, let me put it on the back or let me just run a sale.
Yeah.
So I like that part of AI. And then I also like the part where, for me, my husband laughed, but I would love to have one of these little robots at my house.
At your house?
The
only robot I got is the Roomba.
Yeah, I have one of those. But I've seen one now that was doing the laundry, folding the clothes, going to the grocery store, picking up your...
Not going to the grocery store. How is it driving?
You know they have the cars now that kind of drive themselves, right? I think
just give me a minute. Just give me a minute.
That's me though. We had one of these things at the house. What's the Alexa? I remember the very first time I had an Alexa gifted. I think my brother-in-law gifted to us. My husband said, take this thing out the house.
Oh, I'm like that.
It's literally listening to everything you're doing in here.
Yep.
And I'm like, no, it's not. And then 2 or 3 years later, lawsuit.
Mais chérie Doudou, qui Jean Alexa konnen ko relèl s'il pa tande?
Listen
la tande. She has to be tanding all day. Ça veut dire que, what else are you listening to, Alexa?
And I was like, my God, you were right. Li pro social moun yo, li kon kote adres moun yo te. It was a big lawsuit.
I remember the lawsuit. Because I remember my son is like, Mom, I want an Alexa. Like, Alexa can turn off the lights. Get your butt up and turn off the lights.
This is me. I'm like your son. Yeah. I'm like, Alexa, turn off the lights. But he's like,
he got one from my mom, and my mom's like,
not.
Alexa, turn off the lights.
Yes.
Alexa, turn on the TV.
Put
Alexa,
on this
I'm like,
music. Yes, I'm this type of girl though.
Oh,
That's
no.
me all day. But
Maybe
I had
I'm
to.
just too much of a worker. I feel like I got a slave mentality. Like I'm the one that wants to turn on the.
You're not that stuff. I think
Old
you're just
school.
still old school.
I'm just old school.
I kind of want, for me, I mix the old with the new.
Yeah.
But AI right now, I'm loving the way it's going. I just want to put one in my house. He doesn't want me to be, doing all of that. But I think for business, it's a very great help.
So I want to ask a really important question because I
Sure.
believe in sharing. I believe in mentoring. I believe in what can you say to somebody who is thinking, maybe the music industry is for me. Maybe business is for me. Maybe you said you were doing PR and contracts and paralegal. You've gone through so many different etapas in your career. What would you tell, the first 3 things that come to mind that you would tell a young woman that's like, hey, I see you and I kind of like envy you, but in a good way? What would you tell her to do the first 3 things?
The number one thing, start even when you think you are not ready. And I think for me, a lot of it when I was starting, I wanted to have the best photo shoot. I wanted to have the best picture. I wanted to have the best video. Start whether or not you think you're ready. Because
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is going to be trial and error. You are never going to be ready. So start.
Or perfect.
Or perfect.
You're never going to be perfect.
Or perfect. And second thing I would say, the minute that you can get a team,
Start building.
Don't start to do it all by yourself. And that was, again, it's me. I'm telling you, I'm speaking from experience.
Yeah.
Wearing all those different hats and trying to manage everything your own,
Yeah.
you will drive yourself
Yeah.
crazy. Just if you can financially get your team, someone that's doing your content, someone that's managing your social media, someone that's even those VA now. You know, now they have these VAs. You can like pay $3. You have someone in India answering your phone calls.
Yeah. Yes.
And speaking about
even when
AI,
you're thinking of Fiverr a long time ago,
Yes.
you're like, okay, let's go.
there you go. Like I used to do meetings, and then at the end of the meetings, I'm sitting there taking notes, and then I
Oh,
have
honey,
to type this
Firefly.
email. No, you do Firefly.
Firefly will do all of
It
it.
taps it out for you in
Yep.
less than 2 seconds before you
Yep.
even finish your meeting. So that's the second. And then third is that do something that you are in love with.
Yeah.
Because if you're not passionate about what you're doing, you're gonna think when you don't see this money coming in, you're gonna want to quit.
And it's going to feel like work.
It's gonna feel
And
like
sometimes
work.
work feels heavy. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
And passion is what's gonna fuel everything.
I think what's important too, I think what we were talking about off camera
Mhm.
was balance.
Yes.
Find a balance. I think a lot of times people are like, oh my God, self-care, self-care, self-care.
Mm.
Hold on one second.
Mm.
Y'all be taking too many massages.
Mm.
Y'all be taking too many vacations instead of
Yes.
putting in the work. You have to put in the work to earn the vacation and to do
Yes.
those things. But we also have to balance it out because I'm sure you've experienced
Of
burnout.
course.
Right?
Oh, I have.
And, you know, from being a
have.
wife, being a mom, being a multiple entrepreneur
yeah.
and a serial
do.
entrepreneur, trying to balance out all those things, that's not easy. And I think that that's the one thing that I've learned is that, hold on one second, I was so like, I would be working 18-hour days and be like, I'm good. It's no big deal.
And you're
What's the
not.
problem?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I'll be in the studio with you till 4 o'clock, even though I got to take the kids to school at
Yes.
7. I'm good. Not a problem. And I realized like, oh, okay, well, I was ending up in the hospital.
Yeah.
And that was my vacation. That was my
Mhm.
self-care. I'm in the hospital for
Yeah.
4 days. And then I get out of the hospital and be like, oh, they
Give
pump
me
me
a
up with the
computer.
IV. I'm like, oh my God. Anale. Come to
Yeah.
like God's school you. But at the end of the day, I think it's important
It's
to
important.
include balance
I
as
do.
well. You know what I
truly
mean?
believe that because burnout is no joke. And a lot of it, you don't see it until it's too late.
Yeah.
You like you just said, you end
Yeah.
up at the hospital or you looking at yourself in the mirror like, what is going on? When was the last time I did this? When was the last time I did
That's
that?
so
That's the thing for me.
Yeah, no.
It was so bad. I remember sometime I used to have to put reminder, eat on my phone.
There you go.
Yeah, but you do have to balance it out. And that's where team come
Because you
come
have
into
somebody
play.
that's delegating and you have somebody that's like, hey, Luna, upo comer, no? Me.
I love those meetings though.
Let's take a sip. Because we haven't
For
taken a
real.
sip yet.
Yes.
Cheers to being women.
Thank you.
Bon. Ooh, that's actually very
It
nice.
is very nice.
Very
Sweet.
nice.
Whatever that is.
They're not sponsored.
Yes.
They're not sponsored. Thank you, Clear Shot.
Yes.
What
But,
else are we touching base on? Like if you did have, you said you had 3 kids, right?
Yes, I do.
If your oldest
Yes.
said, Mom, I want to follow in your footsteps, would you say yes, you should? Or nah, I don't think this is for you?
He's actually, I'm blessed. I love this boy.
Amen.
He's actually already following my footsteps.
Really?
He's now my manager at the restaurant.
Oh, I was like, your manager? Girl.
Yeah, he's already, I would say, so what happened is he started working at the restaurant already since he was 15.
Oh, wow.
So now he's learning to crush numbers, which my husband is now teaching him. So now he's learning to crush the numbers. And now he wants to be more present. He wants to do the hands-on stuff. So because he's worked there since he was 15, he knows a lot of the regulars, he knows the staff, and they love him.
You just built a family
Yeah,
empire.
we are. And this is another thing. If you're building businesses,
Generational wealth in the Haitian community.
That's what it's
Generational wealth
about.
in the Haitian
That is
community.
all
That
it's
is not
about.
something we talk about.
That is.
We don't talk about
That's
money.
another
We
whole
don't talk about
episode.
Girl, bring us back. Because people don't talk about, we talk about generational traumas and people get insulted. One time I told my mom, I said, you know what, I'm going to break this generational curse. Curse? Kunya wapali curse for me, curse. Like, no, mommy. There's just trauma that we have.
What did qui sa ou te kite pou avem?
Debt.
Yeah. And
Debt.
that's another thing. That's another day. Like literally, you and I, we had to learn. We had to do everything. And
From
no
the
pas gen
ground
guidance. No pas gen blueprint.
Yes.
You know, we just did a trial and error.
Absolutely.
Mais lo ap gade.
Ou pa vle piti tou fè men bagay la.
And that's what it is for me. That's all it is. Look, you pal fon business ou bien vle entre dans entrepreneurship. Don't just go in it. Fully, it needs to be purpose driven.
Absolutely.
Ça y pa di ou pa rentre just because ou besoin fè l'argent. Nah.
Non,
If you thinking it's just about money,
la pi difficile pou fè kob la, oui.
It will.
La pi difficile. You have to
It
find,
will.
one of the things that's really important in life, period. And this is not what we were taught as Haitians. We were taught to become doctors and lawyers and nurses. We were taught to go, bon papier, besoin diplôme, besoin degree, besoin masters, besoin tout bagay sa yo. But it's like, okay, what are we doing after that? You want me to become a doctor, a nurse, or whatever, but that's not where I'm happy. And so what's happening? I mean,
you know what's so funny? I wasted a whole year when I went to college because my mom, I love you, Mom. My mom wanted me to be a nurse.
Is she happy now?
Oh, yes.
With what you do?
Definitely happy with everything that I'm doing. And she's the reason I'm able to do all of that because she's my support system with the kids and everything else. But at the same time, it was very hard to say no and to follow your own path.
It takes a lot of courage.
It took a lot.
It takes a lot of courage. But I think that generation, right? Your mom, your grandmother, that generation, all they know is working hard, getting married, having children, and then that's it. I remember telling
and becoming a housewife.
I remember telling my grandmother, okay, je n'ai pas de problème. You want me to go to school? You want me to collect papers? I will. You want me to buy a house? You want me to get married? I will. You want me to have a kid? What happens afterwards? And then she was like, what do you mean? I'm like, what happens after I have a kid? And she would look at me like, what do you mean? You just live your life. I live my life doing what?
And they don't
Working
know.
and having a kid? Like, what? When the kid goes to college, what happens?
Then what?
And it was just like, oh my God. And it was just like, no, answer the question. Think about it. I think that's one of the things now that I really envy this new generation.
I do too.
Because they're just like, wait, why do I have to go to school? Not that I'm not saying school is important. Really, the way that you said, start even if you're not prepared. Me, when I started Sacafé and they were like, oh, you have to do PR, I was like, I got to go to school. Give me a second. I'm going to go get a degree in public relations. Hold on one second. Because I need to go do this because I want to do it right. But I think that this generation, because of social media, because of YouTube, because of all of these things, have an opportunity that you and I didn't have.
We did not.
Right? And I think as parents, we're able to initiate that passion. I've told my kids, I don't know how many times, use me. I'm here. Use me. That means you don't have to buy a house right now. You don't have to do all of these things. You don't have to get a job and think that this is your forever career. Find your passion. What makes you happy? What there's something inside each of us. And I used to tell people all the time, it's not just because I'm good at something that I like doing it. Bon Dieu m'a don. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, God, for the gifts.
Thank you. Yes, and there are multiple gifts. C'est pas un seul don, non, bon Dieu ba ou. God gives you all of these things so that He can somehow make you collaborate into the gift that you are.
They're looking into you, those kids. Because Jomari, when he graduated, we had to sit down with him. So what exactly do you want to do? So we had to have that conversation. And because we also into real estate and we do a lot of those, flipping, a lot of investment.
Tired, right?
We do a lot.
Cute.
So guess what he said? He's like, you know what? I want to do something that has to do with real estate. And then he ended up just doing engineering with that. But the Luna, then I'm like, no, engineer. What is so doctor? What is all this? Because that's how I was raised.
That's how we were raised.
And you know what? To be honest, I feel like even if you wanted to go to a trade school, I think I would have been okay. Because when I'm looking at all that money I'm paying to these the technician to come into my restaurant, electrician,
mécanique,
plumber.
tout bagay sa.
Every week, we go plumber probably no wing shot. Every
An pa
week,
pale-
we.
an pa pale sa.
So l'op kade tout comme ça ouais a fait. Imagine, li pon trade, li learn, et puis après li fait own business li too. There you
There
go.
you go.
Then he have other people working.
Generational
And you know what?
wealth.
It start with your mindset.
Yeah. But I love that. I think it's important for the Haitian community
Yes.
completely.
To see beyond
To
that.
just see, we have to get away from what we were taught,
Mhm.
what we think is the right thing, and
Yes.
decide what's right for us. We're all individuals, even though we're from this community.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I think that's important.
So if you could end tonight
Mhm.
with just one word that you can inspire someone listening to us right now that wants to get into business, entrepreneurship, even like you said, into maybe being an artist, what would it be?
Girl, my only word will always be God.
Yes.
That will always be my only word.
Yes.
You have to be led by something bigger than just yourself, bigger than your ego, bigger than your mind, your heart, your soul.
Yes.
And sometimes we have to just sit with him and ask him, what should I be doing? Where should I go? Lead me, right?
It's a partnership, I think.
Absolutely.
when
Absolutely.
Yes.
Sans bon Dieu.
I agree.
And it has nothing to do with religion, right?
Yes.
It just has to do with wanting to have something bigger than yourself.
Yes.
And I think that as a community, we definitely need that. But inspiration. I think
Yes.
you need to inspire.
Yes.
We need to not only inspire people, but we
Mhm.
also need to inspire ourselves. I think we
agree.
forget about ourselves a lot
a lot of
in this
times.
community.
Yeah.
Not the selfish side,
Mhm.
but just ourselves as like, what do I want? How can I do something that's gonna make me happy, but also bless others? How about
agree.
you? Tell me one word.
For me, it will have to be mindset.
There you go.
I think if you don't have the right mindset, there's no way you can manage anything. Your business, your life, your now, your future, your tomorrow, nothing. It has to start there, because if it doesn't start there, you're not gonna believe in yourself. It's just not gonna happen.
I love it.
And pray. I think you have to stay pray up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And have people around you praying for you too.
praying for you.
Bon prière, oui, petite. Pas mon l'église, ça, qu'on t'a parlé de you, no? Mon l'église, I
But
know
we're gonna
worse
pray for them,
sometimes.
though.
Oh, I pray for
We're
all
gonna
my
continue to pray for
enemies.
them.
Listen.
And hopefully, God does what he does well. It was a pleasure.
We would not be here without Artbeat Caribbean.
Powered by Clear Shot.
And I just want to say thank you because this was amazing. Artbeat Caribbean, listen, this technique is amazing.
It's gonna be the one thing to watch.
It is
at all
the
times.
one thing to watch. It is.
Yes.
I speak it as though it is.
There
honey.
you go.
It is Artbeat Caribbean, and of course, Clear Shot.
Thank you, Clear
Yeah.
Shot.
Let's cheers to them.
Yes.
Cheers, 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 cheers. There you go.